Hey, Chris here. I was going on my morning walk and I thought about this one challenge that comes up in so much of our personal growth. And it's the idea of kind of what we should do with our lives, what we should do with a moment, with a relationship, with a person, with a challenge, especially when it comes to our own habits and things that we want to change. And I'm reminded of this one story from 𝗬𝗲 𝗀𝗃𝗀 where he says, there's this thief and he comes up to his Zen master and he goes, Master, I want to stop stealing. And I have a problem though. Every single master that I've talked to, they always tell me the same thing. They say, stop stealing. Well, the master says, I can help you. And the thief says, really? I'm not going to stop stealing. I want to study from you. I won't stop stealing. So the master says, that's fine. Don't stop stealing. But do this. Every time you steal, be completely present with yourself. See how you feel. Notice your environment. Look around you. Listen. Feel your sensations. But keep stealing. That's fine. So the thief goes back and he steals. But he notices something. He feels kind of awkward. Feels kind of odd. Comes back to the master. He goes, Master, I don't understand. I'm stealing just fine. I thought you were going to help me. Master says, don't worry about it. Keep stealing. That's fine. So the guy goes back, the thief goes back, and he tries to steal again, but this time he notices he kind of can't. It's kind of weird. He comes back to the master, he goes, Master, I tried to steal, but I couldn't. The master says, that's fine, go, keep stealing. So this kind of repeats on for, kind of weeks, months, until finally the thief comes back to the master and says, Master, I can't steal anymore. Every time I try and steal, I notice the people that I'm taking from. I feel my connectedness to them. I notice the beauty in their environment. And I just can't take that from another human being. And the master says, you're done, and lets him go. And the thief never stole again. And what I love about this story is it really shows that we get so caught up in this idea of what we should or shouldn't do with our lives, what we should or shouldn't do to solve a problem, to overcome a bad habit, to tackle negative thinking, anything it is that we have. And the reality is, whatever that obstacle is that we're dealing with, we can overcome it through presence, through being in the moment, because judging ourselves doesn't help any. To say, I shouldn't steal, I'm a bad person, all that does is make it worse. It pushes it down, and we end up being in a place where we feel bad about doing the things or thinking the things that we already know we don't want to be doing. So rather than that, I really fall back on the teachings of the diamond approach, which have supported me for, over a decade now, which is, instead of trying to change the behavior, change the thought pattern, do everything we can to be present with that thought pattern, with that behavior. If you know that you don't want to be eating another dessert late at night before bed, it's putting on the pounds in your belly, don't worry about it. Really, don't worry about it. Be present with it. Take your bites. Enjoy your meal, okay? But while you're eating it, be present with it. When you go to put on your clothes, be present with how tight they fit, okay? These moments of presence are what will actually guide you towards making choices that you want to make in your life, towards improving your life, towards living more abundantly, more playfully, more presently, more delightfully. These are all the things. And the reason why is because it is far less important what we do than it is the presence with which we do it, okay? All of the good things we have in our lives are in the present moment. They're not in the past, right? The past is already gone. They're not in the future because, that hasn't happened yet. So if we really understand that everything is happening in this present moment, then the more present you become, the more present we become, the more empowered we are in any given moment to make a different choice, right? And that's what the thief did in the story, right? He would steal, but then he would feel that nudge that says, this isn't being present. He was living in fear of the future, right? Scared he wouldn't have enough, a lack of abundance mindset, right? So once he started becoming aware of the present moment, he saw the beauty around him, the joy, the connectedness. These are the same things that you're going to see, that you're going to experience when you shift away from trying to get rid of a negative habit, get rid of a negative thinking, when you try and overpower the things you don't want, and instead just get present in the moment. I hope this is helpful to you. Talk to you later.